Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be watching and reacting to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 101. And Richard, let's talk about the last episode. We had Class A and Class B.
Yep.
Finally ended all their class battles.
Yep.
We had Shinzo. We actually don't know what class he's going to be assigned to, but he's going to be assigned to one of them. His fate is up in the air. Hopefully in this episode we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
We had our heroes go to Eri and try to copy her ability to maybe help train her.
Right.
Maybe help her learn to control her ability in the future. We had some thoughts about that in the past we've talked about. But then we had a cut to All Might and Bakugo doing some rather intensive, life-threatening training with Deku to draw out his newfound powers. What was it, Black Whip?
Mm-hmm. I believe so, yeah.
So that maybe will bear fruit in the future, but time will tell. Also, we had Todoroki and Bakugo get their provisional licenses. We had that introduced, and then a couple minutes later they got it. So that they are officially heroes, and within 30 minutes they were out there. Arresting or preventing chaos from random villains, like low-level villains.
Yep.
So, with that being said, we're going to see where we're going to go next. What maybe next arc is going to start.
I believe so,
I don't
yeah.
know, or maybe just little filler, just some kind of fun episode. So, let's get into this episode. Nine days ago. Wait, what?
Didn't this play? Didn't we see this? Maybe not.
I think this is like somewhere else in that area, maybe, or far off. It's kind of random how they're setting it up. So you thought everything was peaceful. Well, actually, 9 days ago, everything was destroyed. Even that lone flower.
Well, look who it is. He's got no hands either. Well, I mean...
Yeah, Facepalm is supposed to have hands all over him.
I guess he's...
He's gone hands-free.
Oh, so we're going back to this?
Oh, the carbonation guy?
Mm-hmm. 30 minutes, yeah, that's what I thought. He's probably like, I was going to say, Bakugo's just like, I don't want to be here.
Really? Yeah, fun training?
Sure.
Or brain checked. Since when?
That being said, I kind of want their equipment for our setup.
Right?
They're like, what is Bakugo doing? Stop it! Stop it, Bakugo. Wait, Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas. That is true. It is winter.
Yeah.
Even though it looks like summer.
Right, yeah, exactly. They totally cut out all his stuff. They cut out all of Bakugo stuff.
Shortest interview ever. This is the question for him. Nice.
Yeah. They can't use your answers.
They protected him. Yeah, that's true.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hero critic.
That's that dude looks really intense. I wonder if that kid's gonna come back again. Like if we're gonna see more of him. Oh, okay, of course. Of course.
Oh, they both came in posing?
Yeah, pretty much.
And instructor sleeping bag. Bakugo definitely needs that.
Yeah. I mean, they all kind of do, but definitely Bakugo.
Yes.
Yeah, like he's too serious and too
He's almost too mellow.
right.
What are you talking about?
No, you got to be more excited.
Wow. I feel safe already.
Yeah, he's got problems.
I want.
You don't have to.
Oh.
You don't actually have to show her. You can just.
Heaven piercing
Wow.
ice wall.
Yes. Oh. Okay, that's not what I was thinking, but
Didn't he get knocked out before he could use that?
yes. Yeah. I feel like he's going to use Prominence Burn at some point, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You
no.
know, he
Does
actually
have
hasn't
an
actually
awkward
smiled.
smile? If I smile, they'll die.
uh, but you don't really want to like have your ultimate moves just kind of out there though, because then the villains will just plan around it.
I mean, you could have your own signature move as long as you kept your ace in the hole kind of maybe hidden. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I guess. Hmm. I was going to say those two definitely are very cut out for media.
Yeah, very very good examples. Actually, even she would be.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, can we?
I have such confidence in you.
He needs some work. I mean, I guess so, but I think he's good. Definitely good. He's definitely good for media. And yeah, her too. Maybe not so much him. Yeah, of course.
Oh no. With the rest of humanity. How to avoid.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
That is true. I figured he would have been okay, but I guess he is kind of. I can kind of see this too. Yeah, that's true. Ooh.
Interesting.
Is that gonna lose you?
Oh no.
There we go.
Well, if it's about All Might, then all of a sudden he can.
Yeah,
He
he's
can talk.
fine. Yeah, he's good. But now he's just gonna keep going. He can't stop. What?
Now he's gonna practice it or show it off.
Right now?
Well, yeah, everyone else did their moves.
But I mean, he could just.
Really, is it gonna activate right now?
I feel like this is. Well, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because this is all practice, but still.
Why would he dwell on all this whenever it's based on his heart?
Mm-hmm. That's not just one log. That's a whole lot of locks.
Yes. You might as well just break down the door instead of getting through those locks. Probably gonna cut them off and be like, "Oh, that's all the time we have."
No, they're.
Wait, he was trying to do Black Whip?
He was trying to. Yeah, exactly. He was trying to do Black Whip.
Right?
You know, I should have expected that. Like,
That's
everything was
awesome.
so tense. Like, yeah. We still haven't heard from about Shinso yet.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're going to. Oh, okay. So is everyone going to go back to?
Go back to who they were with before, I guess.
But Deku can't because what's his name passed away.
Oh.
Wow, that's actually kind of interesting because there are a lot of heroes out there.
So they're hiding something about what happened.
Christmas? This is so weird. Like, it's as we're recording this, it's June,
Yeah.
and we're having a Christmas episode. I mean, it's whatever. I like Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I like that time of year, but it's like kind of weird.
If they had to wait a couple weeks, it'd been like those Christmas in July sales.
Yeah, I was gonna say Night Eye.
Centipede.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Huh. Yes.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, he's been kind of out of the picture for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Because he got injured by One for All or All for One. Yep.
Horns pop up. That's a neat way to look at it. A wish.
He doesn't have his name yet. So where is he going to go then? Oh, I bet he's going to work with his dad. Todoroki, I mean.
right.
I wonder if Deku's going to train with All Might. But All Might's not really.
Nice.
No,
Trick or treat.
that's not the right. Yeah, you got the wrong holiday. What?
Nope. Wrong holiday again. She did all the holidays.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she doesn't really know because she's been locked away for. Oh.
This is actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Christmas episode, considering.
Which means that this next arc is going to be really tragic and very depressing.
They're setting us up so high.
Mm-hmm. It's probably going to involve Eri again.
Yeah, I was gonna say the story with Eri before was already so sad.
Yeah. What is he like?
Nice.
What's his name from Final Fantasy?
Cloud.
Yeah.
Got him a nice dark Buster sword. Why is he just walking off dragging it?
Gold?
Bakugo.
Gold?
I think Bakugo got glasses, it looked like.
So here we go, not knowing anything. And they're not going to have the same Christmas next
I hope
year.
we can have such a... Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's even a worse sign.
Yep.
They're not going to make it to next Christmas together. Oh, it hurts.
So he finally did.
Yeah, he finally did put it on. Yeah. Oh.
Really? Huh.
All right, Christmas is over. Now on to the event that took place 9 days ago, and it's going to have an effect on the future events of My Hero Academia, which does not bode well for our cast, it looks like.
No.
So what do you think of this episode?
You know, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up, just if only because it was a Christmas episode. I love Christmas. I love that time of year.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd usually be, off work during that time of year. And I'm, just kind of sad it's not Christmas yet. But anyways. But no, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was kind of interesting that they did do the whole, practice training with the media and things like that. Which is something, realistically speaking, for this world, that would be a skill that they would need to have. And, after that interview between with Todoroki and Bakugo really messing it up, I mean, let's face it.
Being cut out.
And being Bakugo just in general. So, it was pretty obvious that they need that exposure and need to really train on how to either interact with the media or, I guess,
or even the public.
Well, just the public, or to just completely avoid it altogether.
Yeah.
So, but no, I thought that was a good point. And I've mentioned this before, but there's just something about this series. There's always something that I just don't really think about, whether it be somebody's power. I just don't really think it's all that useful. But then they'll come up with something that's like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Or something like this again with the mock interviews and things like that. It's just something I don't really ever consider until they bring it up, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's something they would need to be able to do, or that's something that, of course, they would have to do that, or something like that. So
yeah.
I do appreciate that. That's good writing, and I don't know. Again, overall, I do enjoy this episode. It's a very lighthearted episode, of course, like we said during the episode, though.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is setting up for something terrible to happen later on. I hate to say that, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's just how this goes. So, how did you feel about this episode?
Same deal. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. I really liked the Christmas episode. I liked the whole vibe of the episode. I liked the mock interviews. I appreciate the fact that instead of actually doing a signature move, Deku tried to do Black Whip. just randomly, hey, why not? I'll just try to do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate the little details of like showing them having to go through that training, because a lot of times other shows maybe I would just presume they've already done it.
Yeah.
Or oh, that's something for when they're older. They don't need it now, but yeah, the position they're in.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to play a role where they need to be presentable and have people look up to them,
right?
And instill hope and confidence in the people. That way, if they see them come to save them, they're not trying to run away like, no, not you,
right?
Nah.
Yeah.
You see Bakugo coming, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Don't blow up everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are in high school, though. I mean, they're getting to the point where they're starting to become adults. So I mean, it does make sense for them to need to be trained on that sort of thing. So
yeah, exactly. Christmas part of the episode was a lot of fun. I thought it was great that we're kind of getting that little lighthearted moment. Really, really hitting the top of the roller coaster right now, because it's all smiles, good times. Eri is doing great.
Messing up the holidays.
She's got every holiday almost covered right there. She was prepared. That big coat wasn't just for show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was great to see them interact. Great to see them trying to put on a coat and hat on Bakugo. Funny seeing how Best Jeanist cut his hair by basically
I think
holding him down.
He just kind of smoothed it out,
or smoothed it out.
I think that's what it was like a season or two ago too. Like when he was training with him, like he smoothed it out, and then Bakugo, of course, he absolutely hated it, and eventually just kind of popped out back by its own. So that's just kind of how it is with Bakugo. But
yeah, even his hair is rebellious.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. Other than whatever happened 9 days ago must have been really bad, because even the instructors are not being told exactly what it is. And we're kind of getting, hopefully we're getting an uncut look into what they're seeing. And there's no details being hid from us, the viewer. So with that being the case, we can presume that even they're in the dark. And whoever that lady was at the desk, that Hawk...
I think she was like the chairman or something like that. Yeah, Hawk. Yeah.
Went and talked to.
Yeah.
She's the one that we need to be focusing on as far as who is controlling the information. And we need to get more of her point of view as to why she's doing things.
She's the one that kind of got Hawks to be the double agent in the first place, if I remember correctly. So
yeah. Okay. So yeah, pretty interesting how. It's not really politics, but it's kind of like that. But just how it's playing out, how they're preparing them without telling them exactly what to be prepared for. They're mobilizing all the kids, getting them with an actual pro hero, putting them out in different areas, getting them ready, prepping them for, being in front of the audience, the media, because evidently something might happen really soon where they're going to need to be in front of the media. Little details like that I'm just kind of picking up on that. I guess maybe next episode we're just going to really hit the ground running, and it's going to be important.
Well, I think next episode, or at least next few episodes even, we're probably going to, because it seems like Todoroki and Bakugo and Midoriya are going to go with Endeavor, go to his company or whatever.
Do you think they'll take that offer, though?
I mean, it would make sense because Endeavor is the number one hero, and for Bakugo, that's probably appealing just because of the fact that Bakugo wants to be with the strongest, and right now he is the strongest. And kind of the same thing with Midori, too. He wants to be able to train with Endeavor and just kind of see a different
Yeah.
perspective even too, because Endeavor and All Might, let's face it, they're two very different heroes. I mean, they're heroes,
Yes.
but
They're on different ends of the spectrum of like
pretty much, yeah,
personality.
right, exactly. So Endeavor is definitely working on it though, but they're still two different people. So I definitely can see Midoriya. I can see both of them being very interested in taking that offer. So if indeed that is the case, then I think next episode we'll see them arrive at Endeavor's place, and then he'll kind of give them a rundown of what's going on. And I don't know if we're gonna pick up on the plot just yet. I think that they may just kind of like do just kind of
like
introductions type of things, and then kind of just get us as an audience settled on the fact that hey, this is happening now before something terrible. Of course, I could be wrong too, because I mean they could just, as you said, pick up. Pick things up really quick and really get going.
Throw them into the whole situation, and okay, and here we go.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask. I do think they'll take the offer. It would actually be interesting if they didn't. I don't know why they wouldn't. Maybe with All Might's or All for One, One for All, his ability with Deku, he might maybe think about staying with All Might to try to work through what's coming, but at the same time I think he would like everything he said, take the offer and be like, hey, number one hero right now, I need to kind of see what he's like, learn from him, maybe he's got some kind of different point of view,
Well, see, the thing is, I was thinking he might go with All Might too, but at the same time, All Might, I don't think he has his own company or organization or whatever right now, like all the other ones do. I think what
that's okay.
Their orders are is to go train with like
active pro hero.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Active pro hero with their own subordinates and things like that, so that the students can help support them too, and as well as train with them, of course, but also support them and kind of bolster their forces a little bit. Honestly, it's kind of weird, but it's honestly kind of feeling like they're prepping for war, essentially, which I guess they kind of are. Against the villains. I mean, it's just not like the, I don't know, traditional type war. I mean, it kind of is, I guess, because they are fighting in a battlefield, but it's like, I would almost kind of compare it to, I dare say, like a Vietnam War, where you had the American troops out there, but you also had like Vietnamese, kind of taking cover and
guerrilla warfare.
Guerrilla warfare,
kind of jumping out. Yeah, because that is true. That does feel like what they're doing, because they hit a city randomly with no protection. We don't know really what reason. Maybe they'll tell us, maybe not.
Right.
But yeah, that is a good point. They're kind of preparing themselves for an attack from anywhere.
Yes, pretty much. And it's kind of got them a little bit paranoid too, and also the public is kind of shifting back and forth between supporting the heroes and not supporting the heroes and things like that. So,
and they really haven't given the enemies motivation, their new motivation,
right? Yeah,
if they have one, or well, they probably do, but as far as what the heroes, how they've told it to the heroes, I guess. So
yeah. This next arc, or next few arcs, I'm sure will definitely be very interesting. Again, I'm very much preparing myself for something tragic to happen. I can't really think of what though. I mean, if it's going to, I don't know if anything's going to happen this coming arc per se, because you've got those three potentially training with Endeavor. Is somebody in Endeavor's camp, are they gonna die or whatever?
I mean, it could be we could do an actual training thing where Endeavor's taking them out, helping them learn and things like that, and maybe something happens to Endeavor. I mean, they've kind of been targeting him now.
Well,
especially how last season ended.
But I mean, Endeavor's already had one pretty major thing happen to him already. I mean, realistically speaking, it would be a good idea to keep targeting him, especially now that he's been weakened. But
because that is one thing. The villains in this show, they don't they don't play by like movie or TV show rules. They just go for, hey, that's the big guy, let's go for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Let's
they
take him
they
down.
almost don't even play fair, and it's like, wow, that's really crazy because that's almost realistic.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah.
you know,
Well, like I said, I mean, it's kind of like, again, with the guerrilla warfare tactics. You
hmm
go hit and run. I mean, there's,
Yeah.
I guess really in war, there's no, like, I mean,
yeah,
I know there's
yeah.
rules, but I mean,
there's not like a set rules of engagement where everyone's going to follow them to the T.
right.
You know, it's kind of like the different, the Geneva Convention where all the countries agreed not to shoot the medics when, you know, whenever you see a medic trying to help your enemy out, you're like, whoa, 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 you know,
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
can't have them helping our enemy.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, you know, even though those rules might be set in place, you know.
And really, they're villains, so they don't really have to follow rules in the first place.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's true.
So I don't know. It's again, this is gonna be pretty interesting to see what happens. So, any other thoughts?
I did want to go back just briefly. I was thinking also that with them working with pro heroes, they could also see how the pro heroes run their organizations. Just a small side note.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. So that was just one thing I thought would be
Yeah.
interesting. That way, if they ever got to that level, they would be able to kind of learn from watching their examples.
Right.
So.
I mean, they kind of sort of learned a little bit, but like a lot of them too, like Creati, when she went with, I think, was it Mount Lady or whoever, like when she went to train with whoever, like
Yeah.
she didn't really train, she just kind of like did like
modeled
and stuff like that. It was just like, so
yeah
I don't see them going back to that hero. I mean, I think they want actual training and want actual experience, which honestly at this point I would think that they're going to have to get that anyways because of all the serious stuff that's been going on. So
yeah, but that was all.
okay, all right. So in that case, guys, what did you think of this episode? What do you think about the idea of Todoroki and Bakugo and Midoriya going to train with Endeavor? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when we do put out new content. Also, do us a favor, check out our Patreon. We do have other series on there, and they are full and uncut. And we normally post them on there before we post them on YouTube. So, with that being said, we'll see you in the next episode.